Hi, welcome to Dragonfly Ayurveda and Yoga Studio, coming to you live from our lanai in South Venice, Florida. My name is Michael. This lovely assistant today is my bride, Annette, and we just want to make you feel welcome. We want to offer a class today. It's going to be yin oriented. We're going to include some meditation in it as well and some positive mantras. I know everybody's a little uptight right now with things the way they are, so I want you to kick back and relax and allow a sense of peace to come over you as we go through our practice this morning. So Annette, if you will go ahead and take your position on your back, as well as you at home, go ahead and take your position on your mat. We're going to take the feet out to the corners of the mat with the feet splayed open. I want you to place your hands at your side, palms up, in a receiving position, and just begin to breathe in and out of your nose. With each ensuing breath, breathe a little bit deeper till you have a sense of cleansing with your breath. Traditionally in Yin, we hold the poses 3 to 4 minutes because this is in a live setting and because it's on Facebook and online. We're going to shorten it just a little bit, but you can always stop. Say you want to do the same practice tomorrow, you can always stop the video and take it as long as you want in each posture. So today we're going to shorten it just a little bit though. You can continue to breathe in and out through your nose. And on your next inhale, what I want you to do is I want you to feel the breath. I want you to feel the breath coming into your nostrils. I want you to feel it as it gives the sensation of swirling around in your head. And I want you to feel it in your lungs and your chest as your lungs expand. Feel your chest expand. And as you exhale, allow your breath just to escape from you. And go ahead and do that for the next few breaths. Picture the light, or picture the breath as a bright white light. And as you inhale, not only feel the breath, I want you to see it in your mind's eye. I want you to see the breath as a light, bringing life, bringing refreshing, bringing a renewal, bringing a sense of peace. The life of our soul is in the breath. Now I want you to survey your body as you continue to breathe in, continue to picture the breath as a light. Survey your body. If you have a sore joint, a sore muscle, I want you to send the light to that joint or to that muscle or the sore place. Allow the light to hover over it and bring it warmth, and even begin to feel a healing come into that area through the light that you breathe in. Continue to breathe in and out at a level that's comfortable for you. And in just a second, we're going to add another layer to this breathing exercise. We're going to inhale and I'm going to count to 4. We're going to pause and then we're going to exhale to the count of 4. We want to bring equality to the inhale, to the exhale, and allow a sense of peace also to also be added to that. So everyone exhale, and then inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Let's go to 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go ahead and return to your breath, breathing in, picturing the light as you inhale. And this time on your next inhale, I want you to picture the word peace, big white block letters coming towards you, mixing with your breath, coming into you. And on your exhale, I want you to see the word fear leaving you, going away and dissipating, dispersing into a million little particles. Do that for about 5 breaths. Inhale the word peace, see it coming towards you, see it becoming part of the breath, and then as you exhale, in dark letters, see the word fear go away from you. Inhale peace, exhale tension. Inhale peace, exhale tension. Inhale peace, exhale stress. Inhale peace, exhale stress. Now for a couple more breaths, picture the light coming into you, bringing renewal, restoration, peace. And we're going to go ahead and begin the physical part of our practice in just a second. What we want to do is we want to make our practice not just an exercise. We want to make it something that touches us spiritually, emotionally, and physically as well. So what I want you to do is we already surveyed the body. I want you to survey your mind. We're going to just unload some things to the side of the mat before we practice. So everyone knows what they're dealing with. We're all a little bit different, the way we process thoughts, the way we process things that are going on around us. So what I want you to do is I want you to survey your mind. Any fear that you're experiencing right now, again, I want you to set it aside beside the mat. Maybe there's anger. Well, let's get rid of that too, at least for the practice. So whatever anger you may be experiencing, no matter who it's towards, go ahead and set it aside just for a little while. Anything negative that you're experiencing, maybe resentment or regret, go ahead and just agree for now you're going to set it aside and you're going to lift the weight. You're going to lift the weight of the emotional experience that you're having and have been having. And we're going to go ahead and begin the physical practice. So where you're at, go ahead and bring your knees to your chest. Nice and slow movements. We never get in a hurry in Yin Yoga. Pull both knees to your chest. Roll from side to side if you would like. Hug them nice and tight. Try to wrap your hands all the way up to your elbows if you can. Pull them nice and tight. Begin to do little circles to the left. Get a little bigger with each circle. Do that about 4 times. And then when you're finished, we're going to rotate to the other side. So go ahead and go to the other direction. And when you're finished, go ahead and leave your knees pointed towards the ceiling. You can release them with your hands. Bring your knees back up just a little bit with your feet pointed away from you. Arms out to the side in a cross position if you can, or even closer to your hips if that's comfortable. But you take a big inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to act like both knees are glued together, and we're simply going to let that fall to the left. We want to try to keep both shoulders on the mat. If that comes off, it comes off. We're not going to worry about that. Allow your gaze to come to the other direction, to the right. Just allow a nice twist in the entire back, from the lower back all the way up to your neck. As you inhale, And exhale, allow those knees to fall a little bit closer to the ground or the floor if they're not there already. Again, we're not going to keep these postures for 3 or 4 minutes today, but we are going to give you an opportunity to get a nice twist, a nice stretch, nice exercise, spirit, soul, and body. And while you're in this position, just repeat this mantra after me. Say, I am at peace, my mind is at peace, and my body is at peace. Now, if you're feeling really good where you're at, I'm going to encourage you just to stay there. If you want to add a little bit to this, what I want you to do is everything about your body stays the same. The top right leg, I simply want you to extend it at the knee and feel the stretch deeper in the hip and deeper in the lower back as you extend that foot. And if your belly rumbles like my wife's, I can't hear it anyway, so don't worry about it. And as you notice, Annette took her left hand to just help her leg a little bit. If you want to do that, feel free to help yourself into the posture. All right, if your leg's extended, let's go ahead and bring it back. Big inhale, bringing the knees back up towards the ceiling, the feet pointed away from you. Exhale, letting everything fall to the other side. One knee stacked on top of the other, and turn your gaze the opposite direction. Remember to breathe deep, in and out of your nose if possible. There's an ancient scripture that tells us the life of the flesh is in the blood, but the same scripture also tells us that the life of the soul is in the breath. So we want to focus on the breath. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. And if you're ready and you would like to, go ahead and extend that top leg at the knee, which Annette cannot do right now. Yes,
I can.
And just rest. And again, say the mantra with me today. I am at peace. My mind is at peace. And my body is at peace. A few more deep breaths. All right. Again, on the next inhale, go ahead and allow these knees to come back up towards the ceiling. Engage your core. Bring the knees up. Wrap your arms around them. Pull them into the chest one more time. So I want you to go ahead and turn over onto your left side. We're going to go into cat pulling its tail. So the bottom arm comes out straight away from you. the top foot goes straight away from you, which would be the right. The left foot comes back behind you, the right arm reaches behind you. Grab the toes and bring them to the floor if possible. And then a little more twist in the neck, looking back behind you, getting again a nice twist in the vertebra from one end to the other. Now, if you want to challenge, if you're good there, stay there. If you want to challenge yourself, raise that right leg a little higher, raise that foot a little closer to the hand. Even if you want to actually grab the toes to get a deeper stretch, you're welcome to do that. So you've got this, in this particular posture, you've got the stretch going on back here. You've got the stretch in the back of the leg. You've got the stretch in the front of the leg here, and you can deepen that by simply pulling the foot back a little bit farther. Or if you need to stretch the shoulder, you can actually hold on to the foot, push away, flex the foot, bringing a stretch to the shoulder there. So the choice is yours. Or if you just want to be passive with it, like most of the time we do anyway, just be passive with it. And again, remind yourself of the mantra. I am at peace, my mind is at peace, and my body is at peace. All right, so let's go ahead and release the foot that we're holding first. Actually, if you're holding both feet, go ahead and release both feet. We want to go ahead and roll over onto our backs and then turn onto our right side. The same definition of the posture holds true on each side. So the bottom arm comes out in front. The right arm comes out in front of you. The top leg comes out in front of you. And this is going to be a challenge. The bottom foot comes behind you, and grab it with your left hand. Then go ahead and turn your gaze back behind you as well. Again, if you want to stretch the top leg, in this case the right foot, a little higher, feel free to do so. Grab it with the right hand if you would like. With the right foot. Again, you can flex it, or you can pull away with the hand, getting a deeper stretch in the front of that thigh. Alexa, a little louder, please. Again, every posture, we're going to remind ourselves of our mantra today. I am at peace, my mind is at peace, and my body is at peace. Thankfully, the peace in our heart is not determined by circumstances around us. It's a peace that passes understanding. And we can be at peace in the midst of the storm, thankfully. Continue to breathe in the light, breathe in peace. All right, let's go ahead and release the hold that we have on the foot. Allow ourselves to roll back over onto our back. And one more time today, let's go ahead and pull the knees into the chest. We're going to release any tension that we may have created in any of those stretches in our back. Roll from side to side if you'd like. If you don't want to, feel free not to. So let's go ahead and come to a seated position on the mat with our legs in front of us. So we're going to take the left leg out to the corner of the mat, a little bit wider. And we're going to bring the right knee up, out, and the heel into the groin. So we're going to do a couple different modifications in this posture. So the first one is, I simply want you to breathe, take a deep breath, raising the hands up towards the ceiling. And we're going to slowly forward fold straight forward, reaching for the front of the mat. Hands to the mat. Body straight ahead, torso straight ahead, head down, either to the mat or to a block or chin to the chest, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to hold this for a minute, and then we're going to go to another modification of the same posture. And again, I am at peace, my mind is at peace, and my body is at peace. Everything except my wife's belly. It keeps rumbling. She should have had breakfast this morning.
So not before practice?
Early this morning. All right, if you're comfortable here, I want you to just stay there. If you like this and you're just eating this up, I want you to stay there. But for the rest of you, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and back your hands. Use your hands to back yourself up. Bring your head up high towards the ceiling again. And I want you to reach up out of your pelvis, your pelvic girdle, almost as if there's a string to your head, and raise up high out of it. Turn your torso in line with that left foot, and then take a big inhale. And on the exhale, go ahead and reach for the ankle, the foot, or the ground beside your foot, whatever you can reach to. This is going to work the back of the leg a little bit more than what we just did. Just a few more seconds. All right, so the same thing on an inhale, raise your head, use your hands to walk yourself back. And from here, we're going to go into a modified deer posture. So leave the right leg where it is. I want you to lean to the right. Take your left leg, bring it behind you, your foot behind you, parallel with the mat. Go ahead and take your right foot and make it closer to the ball of the foot closer to the ball of the knee. And we're going to do a modified forward fold here in deer position. So it should work the right hip just a little bit. So inhale, and on the exhale, go ahead and walk yourself forward, coming over that right leg, reaching forward with your fingers, head to the mat or head to a block, or even to a bolster if you need one. Again, I am at peace, my mind is at peace, and my body is at peace. So this is also like a modified swan or pigeon, where you've got your front leg underneath you. You just don't have the other side extended. Some days we need a little lighter posture than we do at others. And today we're taking the easier approach, not doing a swan or pigeon, and just allowing us to still get a little workout in that hip area. All right, so let's inhale, bringing the head up first, walking our hands back, leaning to the right so that we can release the tension in that left hip. And we're going to go ahead and bring the right foot out to the corner of the mat this time. Lean this way. No. Bring the heel into the groin. Do the other side. So again, we're going to start by doing a forward fold straight up the mat, not in line with the leg. So inhale, bringing your hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, nice, slow and intentional, reaching for the front of the mat. Alexa, softer. I'm sure one side of your body feels different than the other side. I can even tell with Annette that this side is a little more of a struggle for her than the other side. I can tell by the posture that she's in. I can also tell, because you don't hear it, but she's cussing me under her breath. Not really. Continue to breathe. In and out through your nose. Again, when you want to, picture the breath as a bright white light, bringing renewal, bringing restoration to you. Again, if you're good in this posture and you want to stay there, feels great, go ahead and stay there. If you want to go ahead and do the next modification, go ahead and bring your head up on the inhale, walk your hands back. We're going to twist the torso so that we're in line with the right foot, and do the same thing. We're going to inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, slowly, intentionally reaching for the foot or the mat or the ankle, wherever your reach is to. All right, so let's release the foot. Inhale, bringing the head up first, walking your hands back. So this time we're going to lean over to the left. You're going to bring the right foot behind you. Bring the leg parallel with the mat. And then bring the left ball of the foot up close to the end of the knee there. So we're going to do the same thing one more time. We're going to inhale, bringing the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. And you should feel it in the left hip this time. Again, almost like a modified swan or pigeon. We're just not working the right leg and the right hip on this posture. We're simply working the back and that left hip. I am at peace, my mind is at peace, and my body is at peace. All right, let's inhale, bringing the head up, walking the hands back. You'll want to lean to the left again to release the tension in this right hip. And go ahead and we're going to roll on over onto all fours. So what we want to do in this posture is we want to go into melting heart. Some of those that are in my class regularly know how much I like this, and some that are in my class hate it. So when we go into child's pose, typically we hinge at the knee and bring the bottom back. In melting heart, what we want to do is we want to keep a vertical line from the hip to the knee, and we simply want to walk our hands forward on the mat and bringing the torso to the ground. Bring your bottom up just a little bit. Just get your head, there you go, right there. So we just want to allow the torso to drape towards the mat, releasing any tension here, tilting the pelvis towards the mat as well. So forehead to the mat. If you want to add a little bit to that, you can take your chin to the mat instead. If you have a neck issue, I don't suggest doing that. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, I want you to go ahead and fold leave everything the same, bend your arms at the elbows and bring your hands behind your head.
Like this?
Behind your head, back here. Like this. In prayer position. Now, if it's inevitable that sometimes you come a little bit forward than a straight upright position, that's fine. You just don't want to be backward of a straight line. It's okay to be a little bit forward of the straight line. I am at peace, my mind is at peace, and my body is at peace. So pay attention as we come out of this posture. So if your hands are up behind your neck, go ahead and take them back to the mat. So before you come up, the first action is before you bring your elbows back, is I want you to tilt your pelvis forward and then begin to inch your fingers back little by little. Let the arch start here, not at your shoulders. Let the arch start back here. Tilt, continuing to tilt. There you go. Continuing to tuck it, to push up till your hands are under your shoulders. Arch your back towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin to your chest. And let's do about 5 cat-cows here. So inhale, bringing your head up, dropping your belly to the floor. Exhale, just the opposite again. Arch your back, chin to your chest. And go ahead and do that 4 more times at your own pace. Get a nice arch both directions. Push away with the hands, push away with the knees while your back is arched upward. So when you're finished, let's go ahead and take a place on our back again as we go into final Shavasana. If you have a bolster and you would like to lay on the bolster underneath your torso, do so. If not, we're going to go ahead and come to our backs on the mat. Again, feet extended towards the corners, hands in a receiving position. Breathing in and out through your nostrils. So as we lay here in our final posture, begin to thank yourself for doing something beneficial and healthy for yourself today. Go ahead and thank your body for responding and cooperating with you. Even if it didn't cooperate to the 100% of the degree that you would like for it to, go ahead and thank your body for responding and cooperating with you. When we started the class today, I asked you to do something. I asked you to take your fears and set them aside. I asked you to take any anger that you're carrying and set it aside. I asked you to take any resentment or regret and set it aside. So about 35 minutes ago, you set it aside. And I want to ask you this. It's your choice. You can either pick it back up or you can leave it where it's at. The choice is yours. But you've lived without it for 35 or 40 minutes. And I want to encourage you to live without it for the next season of your life as well. Thank you for being with us today. We appreciate you tuning in and allowing myself and Annette to be a part of your life today. Stay tuned to our website and our Facebook page as we bring more videos to you with some of our other teachers, as well as more videos from Annette and myself. Remember, give someone grace today. Grace just means that somebody didn't deserve it, but do something nice for someone they don't deserve. Remember all your small businesses that you do business with. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and even do something nice for them. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Stay.
Thank you, everybody. We love and miss you.
Bye-bye.